Right there.
I watched this fight 1990s and I became a boxer.
That's what inspired him right there.
Mike Tyson walking into Manny Pacquiao's training camp feels like a scene ripped from a boxing fantasy. Two icons from two different eras, sharing one sacred space. Tyson, the unstoppable heavyweight force of the late 80s, and Pacquiao, the whirlwinds.
Call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in bed, making the chance rain down.
Southpaw who ruled the 2000s, standing in the same ring, bound by gloves and glory. Is Tyson here to train Pacquiao to inspire him? The boxing world buzzes with speculation. Fans wonder, can Tyson's mere presence reignite Pacquiao's killer instinct? On the surface, it's surreal Tyson's ferocity meeting Pacquiao's finesse, but deeper still, it's a clash of philosophies, old-school violence versus modern science. While critics scoff at
The bass go boom, explosive. Over the competition.
Tyson's relevance to a welterweight comeback, others see timeless knowledge being passed down. Pacquiao, still molded by Roach, trains with meticulous purpose, but with Tyson now hovering, the intensity rises. Insiders whisper that Tyson shared a sprinting drill the moment he arrived. Beyond physical tricks, this is about spirit. Tyson brings the mentality of a lion, Pacquiao the will of a saint. Mario Barrios may be strong, young, and technical, but what if Pacquiao is reborn under the eyes of Iron Mike? One thing's certain, Tyson's presence turns training into legend. Whether myth or method, the sight alone shifts public perception. In a gym where echoes of past greatness linger, Tyson watching Pacquiao might be the single spark that sets the fire again. Social media can't get enough clips of Tyson patting Pacquiao's back, laughing in corners, analyzing form. Emojis flood comment sections, turning training snapshots into digital folklore. Some hail it as holy ground, others cry circus. Critics say Tyson's style won't fit Pacquiao's rhythm, that peekaboo defense and looping hooks don't translate to southpaw finesse. But this isn't a style transplant, it's a collision of mentalities. Tyson's power, Pacquiao's pace. Freddie Roach remains the mastermind. He filters everything through decades of trust, deciding what sticks and what doesn't. Maybe Tyson brings shoulder drills. Maybe he reawakens primal aggression. Roach decides what's fuel and what's fluff. Gym routine remains sacred. Pat. Crack, lights flicker, bodies move with purpose. Tyson's presence may be disruptive, but sometimes disruption sparks innovation. This fight means more than belts. Barrios fights to prove himself. Pacquiao fights for meaning. Tyson becomes a bridge between legacies. Watching these two warriors share words, grit in Tyson's growl, serenity in Pacquiao's smile. You don't see contradiction, you see alignment, not of style, of spirit. Together, they recall nights when pain had purpose, when silence meant war was near. In truth, Tyson's role may be brief, but impact that echoes, especially when legends speak. In sweat.
Support you. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
I support you. Nice to meet you, Alex.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
How was it?
Amazing. Thank you for all the hospitality.
Sports shows pause mid-frame to analyze Tyson's nods and smirks like ancient hieroglyphs. Did he laugh at Pacquiao's age? Did he nod in approval? Every motion fuels another hot take. Meanwhile, Mario Barrios locks in, unfazed, silent, focused. In the storm of speculation, he trains harder, hitting pads with the weight of being the now. But he knows what's coming. He watches the footage to see Pacquiao, sees Tyson, sees the entire narrative shifting like tectonic plates beneath him. He's not just fighting Pacquiao now, he's fighting the myth of Pacquiao revived. Every training session for Barrios becomes a war of preparation versus legend. This isn't just boxing anymore, it's archetype versus ambition, the old lion versus the rising star. And Tyson's appearance turns it from a comeback fight into a mythic reckoning. Fans feel it too, the world watches, not just for punches, but for answers. Can greatness be revived? Can a 46-year-old still school the new generation? Pacquiao and Tyson don't just train, they remind everyone that belief might still be stronger than youth.
Day one.
Of course, not everyone buys in. Tyson's past wasn't built on longevity, his career ended in chaos, not calm. Critics say his advice could burn Pacquiao out, not build him up. Tyson trains for knockout fury, not 12-round chess. Pacquiao needs a brain, not a brawler's blueprint. Roach remains the firewall. Any technique Tyson brings goes through him. Only what works survives. Still, satirists run wild. Twitter jokes fly. Tyson teaching Pacquiao how to knock out bears. Pacquiao drinking raw eggs by candlelight. It's all overblown, but the core question remains serious. Can the past still teach the present? That's the soul of this spectacle. Pacquiao's body bears scars from countless wars, but his heart, like Tyson's, never retired. Both men know pain, pressure, and what it costs to climb those ropes again. Their quiet moments together without fanfare, without flex carry, more meaning than any press headline ever could. And across the gym, Mario Barrios watches Tyson highlights, not to mimic him, but to absorb the mindset. He studies Tyson's finishers, the way he closed distance, how he shattered defenses with precision. Barrios knows he's no Tyson, but Tyson's essence helps him prepare for the chaos Pacquiao brings. He sees how raw aggression can break rhythm, and he sharpens his tools for survival. Meanwhile, analysts and old champions weigh in. Some call it gimmick, others call it history in motion. And still, the media churns, clips go viral, quotes explode, headlines scream, but beneath the noise is reverence. Tyson and Pacquiao may be polar opposites in style, but their bond is forged in the same forge, sacrifice, and in that, they -1 as one, a fighter from the past, a fighter from the present, and a sport forever caught in the magic of comebacks.
We'd be happy to make sure that you retire well and healthy in your right mind. Why keep fighting? Why not just show up at all these things and have everybody fawn over you?